We're back! Hello everyone, and welcome back to the 12 Cylon challenge after our hiatus. I just love how I made this big deal about how, I'm gonna do this challenge, I'm gonna do this thing, and I made 2 videos, and then I disappeared for 3 months. There are, of course, reasons for the hiatus. I started my PhD this month, and I had a bit of an intense start. I took some time to travel overseas, and I can give you more and more excuses, but the honest truth is if something is your priority in life, then you'll make time for it. This for me is not a priority, it's something that supplements my research, and if I can do it, then that's great, but if other more important things come in the way, then this unfortunately does fall by the wayside. Anyhow, we had a bit of a drop in productivity, but we're back now, and the point of these challenges and New Year's resolutions in general and things like that is not to be perfect at it all the time. It's that when you drop down, you pick yourself back up again. And although it's looking ever more implausible that I'm going to get these 12 robots done, even if I make 9, if I make 6, I'm happy with that. 6 is better than 0, and the whole point of this is to learn. And to use a quote from a very good movie, why do we follow Master Bruce? Because you're lazy. So we can get back up again. So anyhow, to update you, the first robot is actually done. I managed to finish it. The problem is there are some hardware difficulties that prevent me from giving you a demo, so I've ordered replacement parts. Until those get here, I've started work on a new robot just so we can get things moving again and feel like we're being productive. But I'll show you what I got done with the last one, and I'll show you what I have been doing with the new one. So you get to see 2 robots today. So here is what January's robot looks like right now. And you can take a look at the last video to see how it looked before. You'll notice that the first major change is the wheels. And these wheels are a replacement for these wheels. As you can see, there is a major improvement. And these were a nightmare to find. I went to like 4 different hobby shops, and everywhere I went, they're like, oh, we just make drones now. Everyone's a drone hobbyist. Well, yeah, we have planes. Does that mean we don't use cars anymore? People work on, we need ground moving robots. They don't all have to fly. And the ones that fly only have like flight time of 15 minutes, and then you charge them for an hour. So I looked around and I finally found them in this one hobby shop that is out, like, I don't even know where it was. Like, it was in this place where there's a mountain, and I didn't even know we had a mountain here. I went to freaking Mordor to get these wheels. But I got them, and to be fair, the woman who ran the place named Wendy was super nice about it. The second major change you'll find is the motors. You can't tell from looking just there, but let me get you the old ones. You'll notice that these ones are actually much, much bigger. And the reason is that these can only support weights of about a little under a kilogram, and these ones can support weights of up to 2.7 kilograms. And I was at a point where I was having trouble lugging the whole thing around, having it actually move. So these combined with the wheels, which are intended for the really big toy airplanes, the weight is not a problem anymore. And the third major change is the elephant in the room, which I imagine it's an elephant. I think you've noticed it. It is made of toilet paper, or it is made of a toilet paper roll. In my defense, I'm bad at designing things, and this just happened to, like, you have the 2 motors and they fit perfectly. They fit perfectly. I just had to put some tape around it and then put this wheel at the back to support it. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. If it looks stupid and it works, then it's not stupid. And and of course I have these little metal bits, so the battery pack is right here, so there are these little metal bits to keep it in place, and everything works fine. I drilled some holes in there, so not drilled, poked holes rather. It's toilet paper roll, so the wires can fit through it, and it works. Now, as for the reason why I don't have a demo, I had it working, and everything was fine. And Matt saw it. He will attest to this. It did work. The problem is that there were some bits of code that weren't running properly, so I thought I would go back and change them and then run it again. And I inadvertently may have burned out the Arduino. But of course, I had a backup one, so I was like, I'll use this one and do the exact same again. Nothing will go wrong. And then I'm pretty sure I burned out this one too. So Replacements are on the way. I'm going to work on something else in the meantime, and when they get here, I will get help from someone who understands electronics better. Say it. Yes, that is you, Matthew. You're goddamn right. But that's enough talk about the past. Let's talk about the future. You may remember last time I showed you some of the components that I would be using for the new robot, and one of them was cardboard. Why do I need cardboard, you ask? Because this month I am building a telepresence robot. This is Google Cardboard. If you don't know it, this is a virtual reality headset. It's the poor man's virtual reality headset. What you do is you get your phone, you split the screen in half, so you'll have like a whatever, something that you see. It splits in half so you can get the perspective of two eyes. You stick it in there, and then you put on the headset, and you look like an idiot, but you get to see virtual reality. So my idea is get a camera. Hang on. So it's pretty simple. We have our Raspberry Pi here. We have a little camera there. So it records the image in front of it, splits it in half, gives you a virtual reality view. You attach it to your robot, as seen here. And you'll notice this time I opted for a kit because I am not going through this again. But yeah, we opted for the kit. And you control it with this remote. And it's basically a telepresence robot. And telepresence, for those who are not familiar with the term, is when you are present in a place where you are not present. Long distance. And yeah, that's what I've been working on this week, and I'm going at a reasonable pace. There's actually a tutorial out there for how you can take the feed from here and turn it into a virtual reality image that you can see in your phone via like a local web server. And I put together the body, and I drafted up some code for how you could control it, but I'm waiting on the new Arduino so I can run the code on there. And yeah, I think I'm on track to actually get this one done, provided I don't take another hiatus. Maybe I will take a hiatus. Maybe I won't. I guess I'm just gonna have to leave you in suspense. Anyways, that's all for this week. Hopefully the video turns out shorter. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. And hopefully I stick around for a little bit longer this time.